All right, let's cut through the garbage around what happened with Trump today and talk to two people who will tell it like it is. Annelise Nielsen is our American correspondent and she was in New York today.
Today was absolutely a day for the history books. I do want to say, though, when I do have the platform to say it, we've been here for most of the day and the media was unbelievable, just the sheer number of journalists here, and that contributed to a lot of the reporting I've seen around the chaos outside the court, the friction, the altercations. There were a few scuffles in the park where protesters had gathered, those who supported Donald Trump and those who were supporting the indictment of Donald Trump, but a lot of that was exacerbated by the sheer number of cameras trying to capture just anything happening outside, because we got to see very little of what happened inside. Only a handful of cameras got those still photos and then no permission for any video. So I do want to say that that is a point to be made, because I know there was a lot of press around Marjorie Taylor Greene visiting as well, that was chaotic and there was protests around that. I mean, look at the photos. It's all media in that scrum contributing to that, and that's been a big part of the reaction from today.
One thing that, of course, did happen today that Donald Trump has not had, even in the final days of his presidency, was literally wall-to-wall media coverage for his speech. Everyone from CNN to Al Jazeera, the BBC to Sky News in Australia, the whole world was watching his speech. Now, I just mentioned before in the editorial that I think that he missed the opportunity to basically give the presidential address, the 5-minute response. Instead, we sort of watched the indoor rally. Do you think that he missed the opportunity, when the entire world was watching, to be able to reset himself for 24?
Does he have to reset himself with the media, would be my question. The media is so addicted to Donald Trump coverage. This, I think, has been a return to form for a lot of people, being able to do this kind of breathless coverage of the car going in and out, the will he, won't he, the anticipation of him doing something outlandish. It keeps us all on our toes and gives us something to talk about that's more exciting than the ordinary day-to-day of politics. But the thing is, to win, he has to convince his voters to come back. He didn't get the votes he needed in the midterms or in 2020 to win, and it's because he lost a lot of people from the middle. How is he going to achieve this? He's going to need to get his base fired up again. And I thought it was interesting that he took that phone call from the faith group on the flight down. He wants to engage his evangelical base again. He wants to have people fired up that he's being persecuted unfairly, and he wants to... I remember you saying this during the last election, that people shouldn't have been calling Joe Biden Sleepy Joe, it should have been Swampy Joe. He wants to brush Joe Biden with the same tarred brush, and I think that there's plenty of ammo coming that way now from the House committees, now that Republicans have control of the House, and an election where Joe Biden won't be able to say that because of COVID he's not going to be on the campaign trail.